Hello students, welcome to the maths class again. In last video I explained exercise 6th J. That was the last exercise of chapter number 6. So I completed chapter 6 in last video, but one of my students requested me to explain exercise 6th D. So today in this video I am going to explain exercise 6th D. In this exercise you are going to study examples using the principle of mathematical inductions. Second, application of matrix multiplication means some examples you will study in which mathematical induction will be applied. By using mathematical induction you will prove. Second thing, application of matrix multiplication means some problems based on matrix multiplication you are going to study. So some examples I am taking to explain these 2 points. You will understand. So you see the examples. First example is coming. Examples using the principle of mathematical induction. 44 example is given. Matrix A is given 3, 1, minus 4, minus 1, and a to the power n equals 1 plus 2n, n minus 4n, 1 minus 2n, where n is any positive integer. So you have to prove by mathematical induction, you have to prove a to the power n equals 1 plus 2n and n minus 4n, 1 minus 2n. It is true for all positive integers n. So what you remember in class 11th, you have studied this topic, mathematical induction. So 3 steps were there. Basic step, here 2 steps we can say according to this, basic step and induction step. In basic step, what you were doing, you were putting the value of n 1. So first of all, you suppose whatever statement is given, that is Tn be the given statement. Tn means an equals a to the power n equals 1 plus 2n, n minus 4n, 1 minus 2n. Put n equals 1. Basic step. When you put n equals 1, LHS will become a to the power 1. RHS in place of n you put 1. 1 plus 2 into 1, 1 minus 4 into 1, 1 minus 2 into 1. So it is coming 3, 1 minus 4 minus 1. Now you can see this. This matrix is matching with this given matrix A. You can see this is matching with this given matrix A. So for n equals 1, this Tn statement is true. So first step we have done. Now second step and third step together, induction step. In second step you have to suppose Tn is true for n equals k, where k is any positive integer. Tn is true for n equals k, where k is any positive integer. So a to the power k equals 1 plus 2k, k minus 4k, 1 minus 2k. Means where n is written, you have to write k. So this is first equation you can take. Now a to the power k plus 1 you have to take. There also in that chapter particularly you were doing these 3 steps. Second step you have done, third step. A to the power k plus 1 you are taking. And if you are taking a to the power k plus 1, so in RHS where k is written, in place of that k, if you bring k plus 1, so your statement is true for every value of n. This was the method. So a to the power k plus 1 can be written as a to the power k into a. A to the power k into a. Now a to the power k value you can put in from equation 1. 1 plus 2k, k minus 4k, 1 minus 2k, and value of a is given in the question 3, 1 minus 4 minus 1. Now you multiply. After multiplication it will come 3 plus 6k minus 4k, 3 plus 6k minus 4k. If you open the bracket it will come what I am telling. Now second, 1 minus 4 plus minus 8k minus 4k, minus 4 minus 8k, and minus minus plus 4k. So it will come. So here also it will come 3k plus 1 minus 2k, 3k plus 1 minus 2k, and last minus 4k plus, sorry, minus 1 plus 2k. After simplification you are getting 3 plus 2k, 1 plus k, minus 4 minus 4k, minus 1 minus 2k. Now what can be done here? You see this step and this step. 3 plus 2k can be written as 1 plus 2 into k plus 1. When you simplify it, 1 plus 2k plus 2 it will come. So it will become 1 plus 2k plus 2. So it will come 3 plus 2k. So 3 plus 2k can be written as 1 plus 2 into k plus 1. In the same way, minus 4 minus 4k can be written as minus 4 common k plus 1. In the same way, 1 plus k plus 1 you are writing, minus 1 minus 2k you are writing 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. When you simplify it, it will give minus 1 minus 2k. So now last step, you see, in place of you make the comparison. Here you can see, here k was there, here k plus 1, here also minus 4k minus 4k plus 1, here k plus 1, here minus 1 minus 2k, 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. So in place of k you have brought k plus 1. So a k plus 1, a to the power k plus 1 equals 1 plus 2 into k plus 1 minus 4 into k plus 1, k plus 1, 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. So it means that given statement is true for every value of n. So Tn is true for n equals k plus 1. So here they are giving, by principle of mathematical induction, Tn is true for all positive integral value of n. One more example, 45, same type example it is. Here you can see a is given cos alpha sin alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha. Prove that by mathematical induction. A to the power n cos n alpha sin n alpha minus sin n alpha cos n alpha for every positive integer n. Same method you are going to apply for n equals 1 t1. First of all, tn you suppose the given statement. Now t1 equals a to the power 1. In place of n you have to put 1 alpha here. At every place you will put in place of n 1. So you are getting cos alpha sin alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha, and it is matching with the given matrix A, you can see. So it means that statement is true for n equals 1. Now for n equals k you have to suppose it is true. The result is true for any positive integer n equals k. So this is first equation you have taken here. Now a to the power k plus 1, as we have done in previous example, a into a to the power k. Value of a is this one, value of a to the power k. From equation 1 you can put. Now you multiply. When you are multiplying cos alpha cos k alpha minus sin alpha sin k alpha, sin k alpha cos alpha plus cos k alpha sin alpha minus sin alpha cos k alpha minus cos alpha sin k alpha minus sin alpha sin k alpha plus cos alpha cos k alpha. Now you can see cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So cos a plus b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, sin a plus b. Here minus common, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, sin a plus b. Here also minus common, sin a sin b, or you can take cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So cos a plus b. So alpha common you are taking. So in place of you can see in place of k plus 1. Everywhere in place of k plus 1 is coming, you can see. So it means that a to the power k plus 1 equals this RHS which we have proved. So t k plus 1 is also true. So given statement is true for every positive value of n. Hence by principle of mathematical induction, Tn is true for all positive integral value of n. Now matrix multiplication. Some examples I am taking, students. You can see application of matrix multiplication means some problems based on matrix multiplications are coming. A trust fund has 30,000 rupees that must be invested in two different types of bonds. Means you are having total fund 30,000 rupees. You want to purchase two types of bonds. First type of bond is paying 5% interest per year, Second type of bond is paying 7% interest per year. Using matrix multiplication, determine how to divide 30,000 rupees among two types of bonds. If the trust fund must obtain an annual interest of rupees 1800 in first part, second part 2000, third part 1600. Means in this question, first of all, you need to understand the question. In the question, it is said you are having 30,000 rupees, you want to purchase, you want to invest this 30,000 rupees, this amount, in two types of bonds. One is giving 5% interest per annum, second 7%. Now, how much amount you should invest in first type of bond and how much amount you should invest in second type of bond, so that you can get an annual interest of rupees 1800 according to first part. So I have supposed rupees X I am investing in first type of bond, and rupees, when I am investing rupees X in first type of bond, then remaining balance, remaining amount is 30,000 minus X. This I will invest in second type of bond. So this investment, two investment, you can make one matrix for two investment. A equals X 30,000 minus X. 1 by 2 matrix you can make, means one row and two columns. First investment X, second investment 30,000 minus X. Now amount received as interest per rupee annually from these two type of bonds can be written in the form of column matrix. One row matrix you have made, one column matrix you make. I will tell you why you are doing like that. So 5% per annum means 5 upon 100 on 1 rupee in 1 year. So on 1 rupee you are going to get 5 upon 100 rupees as interest. Okay, so 5 upon 100 from first bond and 7 upon 100 from second bond. Now you see, if you multiply A and B, what will happen? A and B. First of all, you see multiplication is possible or not. Its uh, order is first matrix order, means A is 1 by 2 order and B is 2 by 1 order. Now you can check row, column and row are matching. So matrix multiplication is possible. Now if you multiply, then you will get 1 by 1 matrix. Remaining number you can see 1 into 2, again you see 2 into 1. This is matching. So 1 by 1 matrix you will get resulting matrix. So 1 by 1 matrix means, and one more thing, on rupee 1 you are getting interest 5 upon 100. So on rupee X you will multiply, then 5x upon 100 interest you will get. On rupee 1 7 upon 100 you are getting interest in second bond. So on 30,000 minus X you will multiply, because when you multiply, then you know very well row by column like this multiplication is done. So first element with first element, second element with second element will be multiplied, and in between plus sign will come, you can see here. So X multiplied by 5 upon 100 plus 30,000 minus X multiplied by 7 upon 100. So finally you are getting, after simplification, 2100 minus 2x upon 100. So this is a 1 by 1 matrix or not? Yes, it is 1 by 1 matrix. And this is giving, AB is giving total interest from two bonds. From both the bonds, total interest, total annual interest. So 2100 minus 2x upon 100 is the total interest, total annual interest from these two bonds. And it should be, according to first part, 1800. So this matrix you can take 2100 minus 2x upon 100 equals 1800. Make the comparison and you simplify. After simplification you are going to get X equals 15,000. X equals 15,000, then second 30,000 minus X equals 15,000. Then it is also means second investment is also 15,000. First investment 15,000, second investment 15,000. First investment means you are investing in first type of bond 15,000, in second type of bond 15,000. Now when interest is 2,000, then you will get, in first type of bond 5,000 rupees you are investing, in second type of bond 25,000. How will you get? In place of 1800 you have to put 2000. Here you can see. Now you can make the comparison, you can find the value. When you need interest 1600, so you need to invest in first type of bond 25,000, in second type of bond 5,000. So like this you can solve. One more example is there, you can understand this example also. There are two families A and B. There are 4 men, 6 women and 2 children in family A, with 2 men, 2 women and 4 children in family B. Two families are there, A and B. So here you can make family matrix F. A and B families, and MWC. M means men, W means women, C means children. So in family A, 4 men, 6 women, 2 children. In family B, 2 men, 2 women, 4 children. It is given. So like this one family matrix you have to make. Now you can see second thing, the recommended daily allowance for calorie are for men 2400, for women 1900, for one child 1800, and for proteins men 55 gram, woman 45 gram, child 33 gram. So one matrix you are making for recommended daily allowance. So for daily allowance you are making matrix R, for family matrix you are taking F. In place of F you can take A, in place of R you can take B, no matter, or X, Y you can take, no matter. So here you are making calorie and protein. MWC, you see here you have taken MWC horizontally, so you take here vertically. So that why you are taking, I will tell you. So calorie for men 2400, protein for men 5500. For one woman calorie 1900, protein 45 gram, and for children one child 1833. Listen, if you multiply what will happen, you see, when you find FR, so you can see here this was one time, you see here 2400 for one man calorie was there. So for 4 men, because you are multiplying like this, so for 4 men 24 into 2400 into 4. For one woman calories 1900, for 6 women calorie will be 1900 into 6. So now you see 4, 6, 2 and 2400, and again you see 4, 6, 2, 2400, 1900 and 1800. According to multiplication, 4 will be multiplied by 2400, 6 will be multiplied by 1900, 2 will be multiplied by 1800. And if you multiply like this, then total calorie by 4 men it will come, total calorie by 6 women it will come, and total calorie by 2 children it will come, it will give. So it is coming. Now you can see this multiplication is coming because in between plus comes. So total calorie by family A is coming. In the same way, when you multiply first row by second column, then total protein by family A it is coming. If you multiply second row by first column, so you are going to get total calorie by family B, total calories, and second row and second column total proteins by family B, amount of total proteins. So like this you are getting 2 by 2 matrix. So it means that family A requires 2400 calories and 556 gram protein, family B requires 15,800. Yes, family A requires 24,600 calories, 556 gram protein. Family B requires 15,800 calories and 332 gram proteins. So and you had to find this thing. You can see here in the question, it was asked, represent the above information by matrices using matrix multiplication. Calculate total requirement of calories and proteins for each of the two families. So you had to find this thing. So by multiplication you have found total amount of calories and proteins by family A and B. Now one more example is there. You can see this example. To raise money for an orphanage, students of three schools ABC organized exhibition in their locality where they sold paperbacks, scrapbooks and pastel sheets made by them using recycled paper at the rate of rupees 20, 15 and rupees 5 per unit respectively. School A sold 25 paperbacks, 12 scrapbooks, 34 pastel sheets. School B sold 22 paperbacks, 15 scrapbooks, 28 pastel sheets. School C sold 26 paperbacks, 18 scrapbooks, and 36 pastel sheets. Using matrix, find total amount raised by each school. Means by school A, how much amount they raised by selling these items. By school B, how much amount they raised by selling these items. By school C, how much amount they raised by selling these outcomes. So now you see, first of all, sale matrix you make. Sale matrix you have made. You can see here, this is school A, school B, school C. Here also one table they are giving. School A is selling 25 paper bags, 12 scrapbooks and 34 pastel sheets. In the same way school B, in the same way school C. Now you take cost in column matrix. Cost of one paper bag 20, one scrapbook 15 and one pastel sheet 5. So when you multiply, what will happen? You see, like this you will multiply. So 25 will be multiplied by 20, 12 will be multiplied by 15 and 34 will be multiplied by 5. So for one paper bag cost is 20. For 25 paper bags, 25 into 20. Okay. For one scrapbook cost is 15, then 12 scrapbooks, 12 into 15 it will come. And for one pastel sheet cost is 5. So for 34 pastel sheet, 5 into 34 it will come. So total amount by school A, raised by school A, it will come. So you multiply both the matrix. You can see here multiplication. Now you can see 25 into 20, 12 into 15, 34 into 5. So this 850 is the amount, total amount raised by school A. 805 is the total amount raised by school B. 970 is the amount raised by school C. So you can see 500 for total cost of 25 paper bags 500, total cost of 12 scrapbooks 180, total cost of 30 pastel sheet 170. For school A it is going on. So total amount of school A 850, like this it is coming. So this is the use of multiplication. You are multiplying, you are making matrices and then you are multiplying and you are getting your required answer. So after this exercise 6D is coming. I hope after understanding, after getting all these examples which I explained in this video, you will be able to solve all the questions of this exercise. Especially the student which I asked, who requested to explain this exercise. So I have explained this exercise. I hope you can do all the questions. If you have any doubt, then again you can give the comment and I will clear your doubt. Thank you and have a nice day.